Hi there, students. Badinage, raillery and persiflage. Okay, all of these words are nouns talking about light-hearted conversation, banter between friends, casual conversations which are not very deep and very meaningful. So let's look at the difference between them, and this I think is quite difficult because they're all quite unusual words. Let's see. Badinage is a friendly, playful conversation, in a social setting. So the characters in an Oscar Wilde play could engage in badinage. They're making playful conversation. Raillery, to rail. I think raillery is more about teasing, light-hearted teasing, informal among friends. For example, if you work in a team as a group and you have a coffee break, you take a 10-minute coffee break. This is where there's going to be raillery, where you make jokes about each other. And it's quite clever and it's quite light-hearted. You're making jokes or sort of insults about each other, but not in a serious way. And then persiflage. I think persiflage is more about treating things in a light way. It's about being ironic and critical or sarcastic about things that really might be quite important. So you're treating important matters very lightly. You're mocking things that are important. So let me try that again because that's pretty difficult. Badinage, it's clever remarks, saying clever things, a light-hearted, fun conversation, where you're playing. Raillery is more about sarcasm and making jokes about your friends and teasing them, mocking them, criticising them, but in a playful way. And persiflage is again a light-hearted conversation, but more sarcastic, more cutting, particularly not about your friends, but about current affairs, mocking things that can be quite serious. You could maybe make jokes about the terrible state of the economy, which is in a terrible state. I think badinage might be more sophisticated. Raillery is more swapping insults, joking insults, and persiflage is more about being sarcastic about important matters, joking about important things. So let's see, badinage, skillful, witty conversation. Raillery is making jokes about your friends, making jokes about each other. And persiflage is being cynical, being frivolous about things, about perhaps current affairs. So they're all about light, playful banter. But there are differences. Let's see, badinage is light, it's good-natured, it's witty. Badinage is relatively formal. I think in formality, I'd give badinage 7.5. Clever comments, flirtatious conversation, creating a pleasant atmosphere. Raillery is ridiculing people, is teasing them. I think raillery is maybe a bit old-fashioned. You're poking fun in a playful way, but not offensively. And then persiflage is light, is mocking. Persiflage I would probably give an 8.5 in formality. It's more about cutting comments. It's about cynicism and sarcasm, but in a light-hearted way. And I think raillery, formality. I think I'd give it an 8 in formality as well. So, badinage, a flow of witty conversation, a social setting, a pleasant atmosphere. Raillery is about teasing, it's about ridiculing people, it's making jokes about your friends. And persiflage it's light-hearted, but it's more mocking or more cynical. Persiflage is more cutting. It's much more critical than badinage and raillery, which are both quite good-humoured. But remember, these are not everyday street words at all. So let's see, badinage. It comes from French badinage, badiner, to joke, to jest, from badin, playful, from the Occitan word badar, to gape. Raillery, from French raillerie, mockery, ridicule. And then persiflage, persifler, through, or, and then siffler, to whistle, per syllabo. Okay, so let's see. The two friends engaged in light-hearted badinage during their lunch break. The comedian's badinage with the audience kept everybody laughing. She enjoyed the playful badinage with her colleagues at work. Her witty raillery made everyone in the roof laugh. The comedian's raillery was mixed with sarcasm and puns. His raillery took the form of clever wordplay. The banter between the friends was filled with clever persiflage. Her talent for persiflage made her a great comedy writer. The dinner conversation sparkled with amusing persiflage. So if listening to the examples, it's almost impossible to tell any difference. I think it's just a little spin, it's a feeling, it's a tone in difference. So badinage, raillery and persiflage. Bye for now.